Welcome, everybody, to the spooky side of games. This world is riddled with conflicts. Conflicts that cause death. Destruction. And large-scale battles. But if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that war. War never changes. No video game displays this better than Fallout. All the Fallout games contain massive amounts of secrets in all its war-torn nooks and crannies. Throughout the rubble and destruction, cool, funny, and even scary things can be found. Fallout 4 is no exception. We've covered Fallout before, but today we're covering something extra disturbing. Now, if you've played Fallout 3, you probably remember the absolutely terrifying Dunwich building. If you haven't, the Dunwich building was a disturbing sight filled with eerie flashbacks, holotapes, creatures, and an otherworldly entity. The entire building and story behind the building were inspired by the short stories of H.P. Lovecraft. The name is even a direct reference to the short story by Lovecraft titled The Dunwich Horror. The Dunwich building became incredibly notorious, and if you've explored it, you know just how creepy it really is. But what if Bethesda decided to include a new rendition of the Dunwich tale in their most recent title? Well, they did. Welcome, everybody, to the Dunwich Boars. When you first approach the Boars and see the title, Dunwich Boars, appear on screen, your heart will likely drop. I know mine did. Fight off the well-armed raiders protecting the Boars, and you'll gain unwanted access to the horrors buried within. As you progress through the Boars, things get progressively more and more disturbing. After listening to holotapes found throughout the Boars, you'll find that something was being hidden here. Something horrible.
Tim Shoots here. No suspicions were raised when the new equipment was brought in the other day. Crew at Station 4 are still under the impression that we are setting up a new station beyond this area. The standing crew you hired are convincing enough. However, I do worry about the project managers at the other stations, especially Bob at Station 1. We all know he takes his job very seriously. His bullet point updates bug the hell out of me. My gut tells me he'll figure out something's going on down here sooner rather than later. Please advise.
By viewing the terminals, you'll discover that immense amounts of fatalities occurred here, and people were slowly losing their minds. While venturing deeper and deeper into these hellholes, you'll begin experiencing flashbacks of what life was like before the Great War. These flashbacks begin to reveal more and more of the horrors that unraveled here, until you reach the final room. If you dare to venture into the deep, water-filled hole, you'll discover something to keep you up at night. Firstly, a deep underground room containing a podium with a sacrificial knife and 2 mini nukes. Strange enough. But this isn't even the scary part. It's easy to miss, but just outside the door, partially buried in the ground, is a giant face. Now, we finally know what they were hiding. See, the Dunwich areas generally contain a paranormal being, mind-controlling the humans in the area. This is that being. A reoccurring theme in the Lovecraft short stories are otherworldly entities and sleeping giants. The rumbling felt and heard around the Boars may be this giant trying to free himself from his eternal demise. If the miners were successful in freeing this behemoth, the world could have ended in a very different way. Near the Dunwich Bores, a structure can be found called Hugo's Hole, something I wouldn't recommend Googling. As you approach this place, you'll hear a lone gunshot and see many warning signs. Destroy the turret and you'll gain access. Here you can find the dead body of Hugo. Death by suicide. The gunshot you heard just seconds ago was the sound of Hugo ending his own life. Unfortunately, Hugo failed to spawn in my game, so you're being treated to a lone bed and gun. However, he usually spawns on the bed. A holotape near Hugo explains the reason he ended his life.
Guys don't bother me anymore. That's good. I think it's... What was that? Can't they read the signs? I think it's time I go back inside the quarry. It's been too long. No, I can't. The guys would never let me in. I could kill them all. No, that wouldn't be what it would want. It's time to lay down. Yes, of course. It's next to my bed. I will. It's loaded.
Thanks for watching this episode of The Spooky Side of Games. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like and maybe even subscribe for more spooky content. Stay spooky. Okay. Near the Dunwich Bores, Near the Dunwich Bores, a structure can be found called Hugo's Hole. Oh my god. Near the Dunwich Bores, a structure can be found called Hugo's Hole. As you approach this place... Oh my god. Near the Dunwich Bores, a structure can be found called Hugo's Hole. Something I wouldn't recommend Googling. As you approach this place... Oh my god. Near the Dunwich Bores, a structure can be found called Hugo's Hole. Something I wouldn't recommend Googling. Oh, fuck. God damn it! Near the Dunwich Bores, a structure can be found called Hugo's Hole. Something I wouldn't... Fuck, I can't say it.